Good morning, traders, and welcome back to your channel Financial Freedom. So as promised in my last video that I will come up with a stock for a swing trade for this week, and here we are. And you can see the name of the stock, which is Rossari Biotech. And let me just tell you, see, when Nifty is on an all-time high, it's really hard to find something which is fundamentally stable, good, and the risk to reward ratio matches, and it gives you a handsome return. All these parameters, it needs a lot of research, it needs a lot of hard work. So I've got this stock and it's really good. It fits as per your criteria with all the requirements, risk to reward, fundamental, good stock, everything. We'll look into it, all the details. So now let's not waste the time and head towards the fundamental of the stock. So we will be looking at three ratios over here. ROCE, you can see it's 37.5, which is really good. ROE, which is return on equity, again 31.8, which is again good. Now if you say, okay, but the stock PE, you can see it's 60.9 comparative to the industry, which is 21.6. It's an expensive stock. Yes, that's right. Every quality stock, if you see into the Nifty 50 list, it may be large cap, small cap, mid cap. If its fundamentals are good, you will find that stock a bit expensive comparative to the industry PE and compared to its peer PEs. So that's a premium valuation which you have to pay it. And the most important thing which we have to see over here is debt to equity. It clearly states 0.00, which is zero. The company has zero debt on it, and as per the current scenarios which we are going through, we are well aware that debt is not something which we really need. It's a burden which we really can't take it at this point of time. So let's just see the quarter results of the stock. You can see it has grown with each quarter. Those are the sales, but the main thing is operating profit. You can see 22, 28, 30, 24, 24, and it's back to normal 30. When we see the profit before tax, let's just say the net profit. So it has increased. It was stuck, a bit decrease in March, but then we have seen the growth back more than the previous quarters. So it's all-time high running with 21 PE. The 21 crores profit. Profit and loss statement, again you can see net profit. The previous year it was 46. March 2000 it was 65, which clearly shows that it's doing really well. Cash flow, yeah. Into March 2019, you can see 5 crores was the cash flow company had, and March 2020, you can see 23 crores. See, the company has shown a significant growth, and that was something which you have seen in the stock's IPO as well. So we will come back to the IPO, but before we head towards that, let's just see the shareholding pattern of the stock. So let's see July, when the stock was listed in July. The promoter holdings remains stable. It's 72.68. Mutual funds at the time of IPO, when the stock was listed, mutual fund was holding 5.21, but later on it has increased to 12.43. And if you have seen my previous video, you're well aware that domestic institutional investors are the one who are selling their stakes like crazy. And if they are the one who are investing in this company and raising their stake, there is something which you really need to have a look. You can't just underestimate that. Plus the foreign institution FIS, it has slightly decreased, you can say 0.5%, but that doesn't make much difference. Retailer, obviously this number which you're seeing, it was pre-IPO. I'm in the IPO. After IPO, once the listing, people took the listing gains and it has come to 9.84. But again, the main thing is the promoters still have trust in the company. They are still holding the ground. The mutual funds have increased their stake. It's a good deal. Now let's just not waste much on the fundamentals. The fundamentals are really great. The main thing how to make money is in technical. So now let's head towards technical, and let's just go to the bigger picture, the month. If you see the month, you can see it's higher high, it's an uptrend. Even if you see a week, you can see it's trading in a channel which I have drawn, and it's pretty good. It's an uptrend, higher high, lower high. Now let's just head towards the day chart. So you can just pause the video and take a screenshot of it and draw the channels on your chart so that you can trade as many times as the stock gives you the opportunity to trade in it and make a handsome amount of return, which is somewhere around 10 to 12%. So let's see over here. The first thing which I want to show you is here. The stock listed, the stock opened at 669, which is 669. Let me just remind you the IPO price was 475. The stock got listed and opened at the price of 669. You can just see this candle. You just see the open over here. It's 669. So it's 50% premium what the IPO shareholders got. And right after IPO, where the share opens at 669, and today's closing, I mean the previous trading day closing is 815. So it's again 15% growth, which we have seen in the stock price. So it's continuous an uptrend. It's going great. It's doing good. Now we do have to jump into it and make some money. We have to grab it because it still has a lot of potential for us to make another 10 to 12% every other time when the stock just arrives down to its demand zone. So if we just okay, one more thing I want to tell you. If you see this candle, which was on 2nd of December, I'll show you something. Even if you see on 5th of in 5 minutes candle, 5th of December, 2nd of December. So here it is. You see this line? If you go to a smaller time frame, even for a 1 minute, you will see it just came for nanoseconds over here and it went back. I had my GTT order exactly at 778. It didn't trigger because the low it made was 770. From with 5 paisa, I lost. I couldn't make my orders didn't got executed and I was not into the trade. So I'll tell you something, it's very demanding stock. I would suggest that if you're buying, just don't place your orders at the line, maybe slightly higher. A 1 or 2 rupee doesn't make much difference. You must be knowing that, because at the end of the day you should end profitable. So yeah, so let's just see 780. Let's catch it as 780, and let's see the higher, which is 874. I'll do the calculation in front of you. 874 minus 780 shows you 94 points. 94 rupees upside divided by 780 into 100. 12%. 12% is what you could expect. If you just chase the price from the demand zone to the control price, you're still making 6%. But again, I would suggest that you can hold it for a week or two and you can just make 12% easily. Again, see, the intraday is something different. Intraday, you make 5% in a day, but you lose 5% as well in a day. That's the problem. The risk to reward ratio in intraday is really worse. If you're making 5%, you will lose 5% as well. But in swing trades and positional trades, the risk which you take is very, very minimal. If you just see over here, see 731, what is the low it made? 719. So this is an exceptional, but I'll tell you something. If you're taking a stop loss, if you're taking the position over here, keep a stop loss of 10 rupees. And as we see, it's 94 divided by 10. It's 1:9. Again, if you want to keep a bit deeper, you can keep 20 rupees as a stop loss. If you're taking in position 780, keep 760. Again, it's 1:4 risk to reward, so that you're not taken out easily. And yeah, so I would suggest that you just take a screenshot, just pause it, draw the lines how it's going, and see, it could be a inch up or down, that doesn't matter unless and until it's just touching all the candles. And yeah, it's not permanent, it will keep on changing, you have to keep on adjusting, and it goes on. So as of now, Rossari Biotech, it should be on your hot list. Just place the GTT orders. Tomorrow, if the stock comes down, let's see what is the date tomorrow. 14th of December, 785, 786. Even if you're getting this stock before Christmas as well, it doesn't cross a 790. So I would suggest you place your GTT order 1 or 2 rupees ahead of the line, the demand zone, and yeah, take full advantage of it. So what I want to tell you, yeah, one more thing we can see over here is, I just pulled up the NSE report for the delivery for the previous trading session. You can see 43%. That's a great number. People are so bullish on the stock that they are ready to take that 43% to their home. This is the amount which they have taken home into their demat accounts. People are bullish on the stock at this point. Imagine when it comes over here, what could be the delivery percentage. I don't know about others, but I'm gonna jump and grab the opportunity if I'm gonna get this. Again, this is my analysis. I have shared it with you so that you can learn from it, you can take advantage and earn from it. But again, before you jump in, I would suggest that you take an advice from your financial advisor, and if you're satisfied, then yeah, why not? And I'll be updating videos like this where you can generate a modest return on the stocks from 8 to 10%, 12%, depending on the situation. Market running all-time high, getting a 10% you should be grateful. But one more thing, if you really find value in this video, if you think that what you saw is worth, it's really good, you can like the video, you can comment if you want some kind of modification, or if you think one or other thing should be added or removed, or the video is long. Whatever your ideas are there, feel free to share it so that I can implement them and make it more valuable for you. So that's all from my end. Do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Anyways, you know all this thing. I need not to explain you again and again. Show some love towards the channel, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.